And we are live. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're still in your jammies because this is a little bit of 8 mindful minutes for sleep success. Welcome to Demio. I'll give you a quick overview of Demio if you haven't been here with us before. Just giving everyone a few moments to find their bearings. So welcome. This morning, we are going to be looking at a few strategies and specifically a relaxation strategy of 8 mindful minutes that you can incorporate into your own sleep hygiene, which is looking at that step 2 of our sleep strategies and looking specifically at the routines that we create. My name is Sharon Ash. I'm a health promotion specialist, and I wish I could see everyone's faces this morning, but I love to see all the positive chatter back and forth in the chat. So feel free to say good morning to each other and see who is with us today. Thanks for joining us. We will be about 30 minutes for this one. We're trying to keep these Wellness Wednesday webinars very short and just utilizing your time specifically to take a skill and add it into your life. If you are new to Demio, I see that some folks are getting the hang of the chat, so that's wonderful. And this presentation is the Department of National Defense's, so please do not share it broadly, although you're welcome to visit us at cafconnection.ca and show your family and your friends if that's comfortable for you. As I mentioned, we are running weekly Wellness Wednesday webinars, and you found us today, which is really great. Congratulations. It's not always easy, but I am happy to see that you are here. And once again, good morning to all as folks are joining us. We do have a few different components of Demio. So we have the chat. This is being recorded, as I mentioned. The chat will not be recorded, so you're welcome to put in there or connect with each other by using the @ symbol, or otherwise it is a public chat for all of us to view. We also have polls and a download that we'll be utilizing. And if you want at the end to ask any questions, feel free to unmute your audio or your visual and join us right online. But again, that would be something that would be recorded. So let's try one of these and let's try our download. So I'm going to provide you over in the handouts. There we go, just sharing now. You can click that to download, and this will be all the slides. And so this allows you to utilize some of the components of our program today, but to see what other things we talk about in our sleep strategies program, which is also available on webinars that we've been offering throughout the whole almost year of COVID. Today, we are specifically looking at that sleep hygiene or the routine, the green portion in the middle. And hopefully there's some things that you will decide to commit to as well by the end of our practice today. We also have polls. So I'm just going to see who is with us today. So let me add a poll, how you identify within the military context. So I've added the civilian staff, DND and NPF together. So would you self-identify as a Reg Force member, as a reservist, as a military family member, or as DND or NPF? Wonderful. Thank you so much. We love to see who is joining us in order to really tweak our webinars to meet the needs of those that are joining us for our webinars. So thank you so much for joining me today. Are we getting enough sleep? Well, we can see from this element that nope, we're not. About a quarter of people 18 to 34 and 65 to 79 are not getting the sleep they need. And a third of those adults 35 to 64 are not getting that 7 to 9 hours. And it's not just about the amount of time, it's also about our quality of sleep. And we can see in the bottom that about 50% of adults have trouble either going to sleep or staying asleep. And that's why it's really important that we have some tools available to us in order to try and increase that. Why is it so important? Because our quality of sleep directly affects not only our physical health, but our mental health as well, which is really important during this time of COVID coping. It's important at all times, but right now we have those additional stressors and challenges and changes that have been brought upon us without necessarily a lot of control. So we want to look at what we can control and the impact that is having on our sleep. Sleep is also crucial to our healthy brain functions, to remembering information. There's a lot of changes right now. So being able to remember the information that we're learning, all these different platforms, it's super exciting, but it can also be daunting at times. So the more sleep that we can get, and again, the more quality sleep, the more able we are to be creative during this time, as well as to focus on problem solving. And we also know from a production point of view that people take longer to finish tasks and have slower reaction times. They also make more mistakes. So you can see that in a military setting, that would be vital to our performance. So quality sleep is really important. This is something that's quite interesting. If you go to strongproudready.ca, which is the mission ready military resources, we can see from this chart that performance decrements across days of insufficient sleep, specifically for our military members. So less than 5% of soldiers can sustain performance on less than 7 to 8 hours of sleep per 24-hour cycle. And that's why it's really important that leaders must understand the impact that inadequate sleep can bring to our soldiers. Lori, wonderful. If you can try and get folks in, that would be so great for them joining us. If not, then please let them know that I will send them the recording as well from today, if that's helpful, although I know it's unfortunate. Thank you so much, Lori, for your help. We look at the mental fitness continuum model. So I know quite a few people are familiar with this model. If you're not familiar, it's not a diagnostic model, diagnosed model. It is actually looking at our behaviors and how we can see red flags. And we can see out of the 6 specific behaviors that we look at around mental fitness and change, sleep is an important part of this. So when we're in the green and healthy, we have our normal sleep patterns and a few difficulties. As we're more reacting, we can see that those trouble sleeping elements, especially intrusive thoughts, can start to arise. As we move into our injured, we can have that restless, disturbed sleep for a significant amount of time. And as we get into the ill, we cannot stay asleep or fall asleep. And of course, recognizing the impact that sleep and quality of sleep has on our mental health, we would want to set that as a priority. It is such a priority because of the negative impact that it can have. And it can have negative impact on our chronic stress, poor mental health, as well as increase in our sedentary time. So we know that all of these elements are really important for our sleep hygiene. Things such as avoiding alcohol and caffeine and nicotine before bed, having those regular bedtimes and wake times as well. And the one that we're really focusing on, our 8 mindful minutes, is this practicing relaxation and mindfulness-based stress reduction techniques. And that's what we're going to focus on for today. So what does that bedtime routine look like? And I think it's really interesting because if you can recall when you were a child or as a parent, the routines that we set up for our kids. And so you want to think about those elements of what promotes these bedtime routines, and therefore it leads us into a quality sleep pattern. So having that light snack before bed, maybe you had some warm milk and honey, practicing relaxation techniques. So I see this as perhaps having a bath before bed, washing our face and brushing our teeth. That's all part of it. But specifically, I see for what we do for our children is we read books. So it's story time. And what better way of relaxing than creating that story? And that's really what the 8 mindful minutes is about, or any relaxation tool, visualization, our iRest yoga nidra, all those things are about finding our happy place and having a visualization of what brings us joy. And really, that's what story time was about as well. Just having that voice to lull us into sleep. I think it's really interesting as well that we add in there, if you haven't fallen asleep within 20 to 30 minutes, get up and do something else, but not with those screens. We want to look at allowing ourselves that relaxation technique and tools. So as we practice 8 mindful minutes or other mindfulness techniques, the goal is to really counteract that stress response and to trigger the relaxation response. And one of the best ways we can do that is through breathing techniques as well as through relaxation of a body scan. And as we do this, that helps our body to release serotonin, which brings a calming effect, which affects our ability to get into those brainwave states of sleep. And also, that is what having that relaxation response can allow us to do. So 8 mindful minutes. I created this 8 mindful minutes because a lot of people have difficulty meditating or finding mindfulness a little too long. So maybe it's 35 or 45 minutes or 20 minutes. And for some people, 1 minute is too long. So I created the 8 mindful minutes, which are set up with 60-second strategies. You can do this all at the same time. You can split it up to have a 4-minute mini routine in the morning when your eyes first open and a 4-minute mini routine in the evening as part of getting prepared for sleep. And we do 1 minute of breathing exercises. So the 3-part breath is really utilizing that diaphragm in the belly, allowing the ribs to expand and our clavicle to lengthen as well. So we get a full 3-part breath. We look at a body scan for sensations. So we'll go all the way from the top of our head quickly down to our toes. We look at creating our happy place, which is that story time, a fantasy place, or perhaps a real place where you feel most at ease. We visualize the thoughts that we have. So how do we want our day to go, or visualizing how we want our sleep to go? We think of reflections of gratitude, and certainly there's lots of things to be grateful for, even during time of a pandemic. And finding just one thing that you are grateful for. If there's a variety of things, then that's wonderful as well, but just one, something that you can say, I am so thankful, I am so grateful for this in my day. We return in minute 6 to our happy place because we know how powerful that is and how we need to carry that with us wherever we go. We also look at that body scan again to relax the body, and we bring that all back to the breath, which is really the journey in which we can find our relaxation response. So this is our 8 mindful minutes. I'm going to provide you an audio version as well. So I've just shared that audio version of our 8 mindful minutes. I'm going to lead you through it today, but you can also click on that so that you have it on your handheld device or your laptop, wherever you are joining us from today. And you may find that you want to listen to the script in order to guide you in this 8 mindful minutes. Again, you can take just one of these minutes and incorporate it throughout your day, or you can take it in any which way feels best for incorporating this into your life. It is about integration. It's not just saying this is something that we want to do, it's something that you are doing. Are being, actually, because we look at us as being human beings, not human doings. So I think of my happy place a variety of different things, but I'm going to think of it today as the forest, and I want to bring all of the senses into it. I want to think of when I'm walking through the forest, what is it I see? The trees, the sun filtering, the green leaves. I want to think of how it smells when I think of walking through the forest and inhaling the smell of the earth, you know, that earthy smell, the smell of the oxygen. Oh my gosh, isn't it just lovely when we walk through the forest? Our lungs fill, our belly fills. I also want to think of what it is that I taste. Can you taste the air? Can you taste what you're smelling on the air as well? And what you feel, maybe just the shoulders relaxing, or a sense of joy, freedom, being walking through the forest. So all of our senses is what we look at. I invite you through our 8 mindful minutes practice today to really think of what your happy place is. And there's lots of time to change it or add new elements to it. So let's practice, shall we? We'll go through this. It will take us 8 minutes to work our way through it, as well as our intro and our outro as well. Feel free to get as comfortable as possible. Some people like to lay down for this. Some people like to recline in their recliner. Some people like to be laying in bed or sitting in a chair. It doesn't matter, as long as you are comfortable. So here we go with our 8 mindful minutes. Just allow yourself to sink into the surface that's supporting your body. Remember that there's no right or wrong way to be mindful, and that whatever you experience is perfect, just as it is in this very moment. In this first mindful minute, welcome your breath. Inhale and flowing the air down into the belly. Let the diaphragm fill with the breath. Feel the ribs expand and your clavicle lengthen. If your mind wanders, that's perfectly natural. Just gently notice and draw your attention back to your inhalations and exhalations. You may find it helpful even to repeat those words of inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. In this second mindful minute, allow your thinking mind to rest. Focus only on sensations. Sensations throughout the whole body, beginning at the crown of your head. Simply scan down your body and notice any sensations. Relaxing your forehead, eyes, ears, and jaw. Creating space between the upper and lower jaw. Shoulders down and away from the ears. Arms, hands, and fingers heavy and relaxed. Your chest, abdomen, upper and lower back all at ease. Notice any sensations that arise without judgment. Hips, thighs, knees, ankles, feet, and toes, all heavy and relaxed. In this next mindful minute, use the back of your eyelids as a canvas and paint a picture of your happy place. The place, real or imagined, that you feel completely at ease. Perhaps like mine and walking through the forest. Maybe eating your favorite meal with family and friends. Playing beach volleyball. Sitting in your garden. Kayaking on a flat waters. Whatever your happy place, use all of your senses to paint the perfect picture. How does it look? Sound, smell, and taste. Where in your body do you feel the sensation? In this next mindful minute, allow your thoughts to wander to the future. How would you like this day to end? Perhaps with the experience of joy, peace, and kindness. Maybe with a sense of community, accomplishments, success, energy. What can you do throughout your day to make your vision come true? If you want to end the day with a sense that the world is kind, then we can walk, talk, speak, and act with kindness. Knowing how you want to feel at the end of the day allows you to make choices throughout your day to stay on track with the outcomes you desire. In our 5th mindful minute, list all of the gifts you are grateful for. Your friends, family, your career, your community, your companion animals, the sound of music, the freedom of driving your motorcycle. the freedom of travel, good food, nice wine, best friends, the stars. There are so many things to give thanks for. Find what you are thankful for. Reflect on this and rejoice for the positive. In this next mindful minute, return to your happy place, your own personal Disneyland. Really notice what sensations arise when you think of your special place. That place that you can imagine that brings a sense of ease. Take note on where you feel peace and calm in the body. Perhaps you notice a spark of joy and feel the corners of your mouth rise in a smile. Perhaps you may experience a sensation of heat on your feet when you think of walking barefoot over the sand. Perhaps you notice the smell of fresh fallen leaves as you wander through the forest. Imagine all the tiny details and the effect they have on your body. In our 7th mindful minute, return to sensations in your body, allowing your thinking mind to rest and focus only on sensation. Sensations in your ears and mouth. Sensations traveling down your torso, arms, and legs. Sensations throughout the whole body, inside and outside. Your whole body as sensation. And in this last mindful minute, return to the body breathing itself. Inhalations and exhalations. If it's comfortable, I invite you to stay with your own sense of the body breathing. And if you wish to join me, we can practice our tactical or box breathing on your next inhalation. Inhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Now allow the counting to fall away. Just notice how the body breathes itself. No need to fix or change anything. Just notice the breath, perhaps the rise and fall of the chest, or the sensation of air entering and exiting through the nostrils. And as we come to the end of our 8 mindful minutes, remember you can practice all of these 8 minutes together, or choose 60 seconds that feels most helpful for you. And you can continue just to rest at ease if you wish. And as I return to our slides, that is just a part of how our 8 mindful minutes can help to create a piece of your sleep hygiene routine. And I invite you again to think of your childhood bed routine or things that you utilize for your children or things perhaps that you used to do, and how you can incorporate either all 8 minutes. You can utilize the script as a download as I've provided for you, or if you would like some more help, we are leading ourselves now into our 8 mindful minute 21-day challenge, and you are welcome to join that challenge. It starts today, and you can join. It is an email challenge that you can join. I'll show you how in just a moment. And we also have our brand new Mind Muscle Facebook group. And this is going to be a place where you can join others who are interested in either continuing their mindfulness practice or learning a variety of ways in which they can start to incorporate more mindfulness into their daily lives. I would love for you to join me in either of those. Our Mind Muscle Facebook group, it is a link. We can provide this link to you, or you can come and find us at PSP Kingston on Facebook and search across the search bar for the group. of mind muscle, or there is also the link that is incorporated into your downloads for today. If you're having trouble and just want to send me an email, feel free to find me at ash.sharon@cfmws.com. If you would like to sign up for the 21-day challenge, just send me an email and I will get you on that challenge as well. We also have a variety of different Wellness Wednesdays. I know this is very small on your screen, but it is in your download as well. Next week, Are You Within the Limits? We'll have Krista showing us some stress and COVID and alcohol. On week 3, 17 Feb, we challenge you to a mocktail, and Jackie has a mocktail that you can create there and join her, as well as on the 24th of February, Who Can I Talk To with Rachel. So we invite you to continue to join us with these Wellness Wednesday webinars. Short and sweet they are, in order to provide a short and sweet option for your day. You can also get more information on programs that are running virtually right now. So if you go to www.pspkingston.com, and you can notice there the KMFRC has virtual programs, the health promotion webinars that we have available, our virtual fitness workshops, as well as our virtual recreation activities. So I do invite you to join us for that as well. Chantal, you can't be too relaxed, can we? I don't think so. So I just want to thank everyone for joining me today. I hope that you decide to join us on our 21-day 8 Mindful Minutes. And that is going to be a great challenge, whether you're new to mindfulness or whether you just want to incorporate more mindfulness. We do have a foundational 8 Mindful Minutes, and we have the Go Deeper portion. And you will get all that information when you sign up. And again, it is a daily email that you will get for 21 days to remind you of a variety of different ways in which we can incorporate mindfulness, with our basic aspect of including those 8 mindful minutes. Also, if you're interested in our Facebook group, we will be offering some online elements to that, as well as just some keys to increasing our mindfulness. And this is very helpful if you're looking for a community of people to keep in contact with, specifically over this time of COVID when we're in isolation, but we can be apart and together online at the same time. Thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate your time in joining us, and I look forward to seeing you on more Wellness Wednesday webinars. Lori, thank you for your help. I really do appreciate that, and we will follow up with folks to see what we can do to help and support as we continue to iron out some of these difficulties online. Thank you so much, and have a great day. And this recording will be available at our CAF connection, which is pspkingston.com, by next week. Thanks so much. Have a great day, everyone.